So how do you get your Dachshund puppy to stop biting all of the time? Well, that is exactly what we're going to discuss in today's video. Welcome back to the Fenrir Dachshund Show. If you are new here, my name's Will. I'm a canine behaviourist and I'm the founder and CEO of FenrirCanineLeaders.com. And this channel is dedicated to helping you learn everything that you could dream of knowing about the incredible Dachshund puppy, and then how to become high-level canine leaders that can raise perfect Dachshund companions. So if you are new here, start your journey by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Now, I've been helping some of my clients with their Dachshund puppies with our coaching service, helping them get it right the first time round so that later on down the line, they then don't need complicated behaviour modification programs. Now, the definite, by far, most frustrating thing that my clients are having to deal with their new Dachshund puppies is around them nipping, biting, constantly wanting to put things in their mouth. And even though we're definitely more focusing on training than we are kind of behaviour modification, when it comes to puppy biting and nipping, it's probably the first time where owners will get frustrated and want to kind of adapt a behaviour as opposed to training something new, because we need to know as good canine leaders that dog training and canine behaviour are often two very different worlds, and the very first opportunity that people will run into more of the canine behaviour world and modification as opposed to simply training is around puppy biting and nipping. So we're going to delve into how I go about helping my clients work with their new puppies, and in particular Dachshund puppies. Now, we first of all have to have a little bit more empathy for our Dachshund puppies and why it is that they're chewing and biting and mouthing and nipping things. And it comes from a couple of reasons. First of all, new puppies are exploring the world and they don't have hands the way that we do. So the way that they explore things is by putting them in their mouth. Even though human babies have hands, you'll know if you've ever had children that they are constantly putting things in their mouth as a way of exploring the world. And puppies are no different, and even more so because they don't have any hands. So we have to first of all understand that it is completely normal and we need to not get frustrated, which is why I always talk about the importance of staying a calm, consistent leader. So first of all, remain calm. This is completely normal. However, it's not acceptable in our modern day life. We don't want puppies mouthing on our hands, nipping our hands, or even worse, potentially chewing on wires and causing serious harm to themselves. So we have to help them understand what it is that we don't want from them, just as much of what it is that we do want from them. So to stop puppies chewing, nipping, biting, mouthing, I utilise the same procedure with all of those areas. And the most important thing before I break down what that is about consistency. You absolutely must be consistent with this approach. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't happen straight away. It happens over time with consistency, and your new Dachshund puppy will learn what is appropriate to chew and mouth and what isn't. And we use a process called correct, redirect, reinforce. So what we first of all want to do is set our puppy up for success. Try not to put things in their immediate environment that we don't want them to chew. If we do that, we need to accept that first of all, we made a mistake and we need to try and not set them up to fail like that in the future. However, we don't also want to ignore that bad behavior. So what we're going to do is the first step is to correct that behavior. Now, don't worry, that doesn't mean hurting them, beating them. We're just going to add in a very simple, stern verbal correction. I like to use a ah. Some people like a no. Some people like just a sharp type noise. What we're trying to do is break the dog's attention and get that, oh, sorry, yeah, what? Reaction. And just to correct, to let them know what you're doing right there. I don't like you doing that. Please stop it. Now, we can't just leave it there because it's not fair. We can't correct a dog if we then don't show them what it is that we do want from them. So once we've got that correction and we broke their attention, we're then going to redirect them. And in the world of chewing and mouthing and biting, we're going to redirect them to something that we do want them to chew. So we need to ensure that we've got lots of things around at hand, easy to grab, from bones, kongs, whatever it is, chew toys, ropes, whatever you want your dog to be playing with and the things that you do want them to be able to chew. We need to make sure that we've got them to hand at all times. Again, it goes back to setting ourselves up for success, because once we set our dogs up to succeed, we can then praise and reinforce that desired behaviour rather than having to constantly get frustrated and correct the bad behaviour. So we have corrected it because we set them up for failure. They displayed a negative behaviour, so we're not going to ignore it, but we're going to let them know, sorry, I don't want you to do that. However, then we give them the toy that we do want. We redirect them to the appropriate chewing toy, rope, whatever it is. And when they start chewing that, we then reinforce it by adding praise. Yes, good boy, good girl, good dog. Yes, good boy. And we're letting them know very consistently, day in, day out, I don't want you to chew these things. That's the correction part. And then redirecting and reinforcing, but I do want you to chew these things. And if we're consistent with that approach, it doesn't happen overnight, but the dog will start to learn, well, I just won't bother going for that thing because I'll get told off. What I will do is go for that thing, because if I chew that thing, then they come and they're nice to me and they give me a treat, or they give me a praise, or they give me some reward. So again, correct, redirect, reinforce. Most importantly, stay calm. Don't let it get frustrated. If they are chewing things they shouldn't be, it means that you have made a mistake and set them up to fail. What we want to do is remove those temptations, add in things that we do want them to chew, and go through this process of calm, consistent leadership, correcting the things that we don't want them to chew, letting them know, I don't like that. However, I do want you to chew this thing, and if you do, then good things are going to happen, and we're going to praise, reinforce, and reward. And over time, they'll stop going to those things less that we don't want them to go to, and they'll start straight away going to the things that we do want them to do. And over time, this will happen, and we can start living in that praise and reinforce world far more than we live in the correction world. So correct, redirect, reinforce. It's dead simple. I hope that helped. If you enjoyed it, click that like button. Remember, if you need any other training advice with your new Dachshund puppy, or you want to learn everything that you could possibly dream of knowing about the incredible Dachshund, then make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So we've got 2 new Dachshund videos coming to this channel every single week. So I can't wait to see you on the next video of the Fenrir Dachshund Show.